This is Voice to Culture, a podcast for the modern day confused citizen.
Hey, I'm your podcast host, Helen.
I'm Kelly.
I'm Michelle.
I'm Amy.
And I'm Carolyn.
Welcome back to another episode. Today, we have some very special guests who also have their own podcast. You may have seen their YouTube videos or even heard about the new debut album coming out November 26th. So by the time you're listening to this, it would be out. Please welcome GGPP Studios.
Yay! I realized it was November 27th, but
okay. November 27th. You want me to redo that?
It's okay. We'll just work it out. But yeah, so yeah.
Okay, so there's so many of us. So do you guys want to introduce yourselves like one by one?
Yeah, sure. So we are GGPP, the very less professional or way less professional podcast that goes to Independence High School. And my name is Alex Nguyen.
Thank you, Alex. My name is also Alex Lee.
I am Ryan Ma.
Hello, my name is Ethan.
Yeah, thank you for having us today.
Yeah, of course, guys.
Okay, so before we start off, what the heck is GGPP? Like, what does it stand for? And how did you guys come up with the idea to start GGPP?
GGPP is an acronym. It's up to interpretation at this point. However, there's not really anything that defines it. Like, we just create a lot of random things. We just try to enjoy it, not take ourselves too seriously, but just have fun and create whatever we think can interest and entertain other people. Anything else to add, other GGPP fellows?
Not really. Like you said, it's just for fun. We create content that we enjoy, and we hope other people also enjoy it.
Yeah, we essentially just make a bunch of bad content and we upload it for the memes.
Respectable. Have you guys ever faced setbacks while creating videos or music?
There's always setbacks. It depends on I guess the project. If it's a video, we do record a lot of things. However, the editing, I would say, is the most difficult part because we have to look through all the bad footage and try to find the good in that. And music-wise, that is a challenge because it's hard making something bad sound good.
We have a document of backlogged stuff to edit, or actually for Ethan to edit.
Well, and Alex Lee, but yeah, there's a lot of things that have not been edited yet from at this point over a year ago. But actually participating in clubs and other positions, it has taught at least me a lot about how to edit faster and better. So that is pretty interesting.
So what inspired you guys to make music?
It's very spontaneous, I would say, because honestly, I'm the only one who makes music in the group, but the music that I put out is it's not professional by any means, which makes it kind of more interesting, I would say, because it's not high quality, and it's not really meant to be high quality, I would say. There's a whole song featuring a rubber chicken. Yeah, that sums up a lot of the music that we make. It's kind of just for fun and in the moment.
I would say it's still definitely high quality because of how good it is, but I would say it's more distinct. You hear a GGPP song, you would know. You know it's different.
I saw you guys' was it Independence Twice Club, entire collab thing going on?
Oh boy.
No, it was good. I just realized that you guys don't really follow a set schedule, and so when we reached out to you, we were like, are you guys gonna upload a part 1, part 2 on our channels for this, or is it just gonna be on our channel? So we were wondering do you guys have any ideas for your next couple of episodes that you're gonna release, or music or anything?
Right now, a lot of the music is the big thing coming up because the album will come out right now in 2 days. We'll probably do something regarding that, or at least try. However, we don't really have much planned. Maybe like something about college apps, but yeah, we don't really have much plan. It's just kind of like on our free time, we kind of just have fun. And if a good idea pops up, we're like, okay, we can do something with this, and just in the moment, yeah.
We're also wondering, before we joined this room, why did you guys decide to invite us to this podcast, considering our style of podcast is a lot more free, I guess?
Yeah, so for the people who don't know, we actually, a lot of us went to middle school together. Not gonna expose the middle school but yeah. And we realized
I
that.
wonder who went to middle school with Kelly Huang.
Shut up. Okay, but yeah, so because we go to different high schools now, we wanted to kind of bring in a different insight on how you guys are handling high school, especially with it being online, and also your experiences with applying to college. Because right now, that's, I think, the only thing I hear when I talk to my friends. I'm like, hey, like, how are you guys doing on college apps? And it's like the conversation starter, but it's just a lot to take in. And especially over Thanksgiving break, we just wanted to kind of hear you guys' thoughts on that.
That's cool. That's cool. I don't know if a lot of us have much to say about college apps. I have some things to say, but
You have a lot to say.
what do you mean I have a well, sure, we can say that.
Yeah, this guy can talk for hours.
That is true. That is true.
That is because I started my
Spill the
college
tea,
apps.
Alex.
Oh yeah,
I
spill
started
the
my college
tea.
apps a long time ago, like in August, which is like borderline summer. But even now, I am still not done, and I am still on the hard deadline that is in 5 days. So yeah, that's pretty depressing for me, but it's all right.
Oh, what colleges are you applying to?
Oh, the deadline that comes up in 5 days is the UC deadline. So I assume everyone here is applying to the same.
Well, I mean, for me personally, like, since there's a wide variety of different colleges, like I know a lot of people in the Bay Area are really like UC oriented. But like for me personally, since I know which major I want to go into, I kind of am just applying to CSUs this year.
CSUs.
What about you guys?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people applied to the same route. Like they've told me that they don't want to go through the stress of applying to UCs, and I think that's pretty commendable. But personally, for me, I never really saw it as an option, I guess. Or I mean, I still plan to apply to CSUs, but for me and my family, I guess UC seemed like such a set in stone decision that I kind of just decided to apply by default.
Yeah, that how it applies to me as well. Like my family and I didn't really plan out my future that much, but I knew what type of career I wanted to go in, like vaguely. But UC seemed like the best option for me.
Okay, I feel like there's a lot of people that are also using like the community college route. I feel like, yeah, it's like a cheaper alternative and stuff, but there's like a really negative stigma towards it.
I mean, like us in like econ, I don't know if it's the same in like India, but like I know for like econ in my school, we like evaluated like the different price points for each like type of college, like the community college, CSU, UC, and private. And like in all honesty, like community college is really good, especially if like your school has a deal with the community college where like you could go for the first 2 years for free. But like I think the most expensive is the private or the UC, but private tends to give a lot of scholarships and like financial aid, and then UC is like I'm not sure I'm not that informed about like the scholarships for the UCs, but I know that they give out scholarships and financial aid too, but private gives out more. Yeah. Are you guys interested in any major in particular?
So I am a default Asian kid. I am applying for either CS or computer engineering, which is like probably the most default Asian major you've ever heard of, but it's all right.
I also have the same default character traits. I did not alter my settings at all.
Yeah, we used the same character creation screen when we were deciding our majors, and it just turned out to be the same.
there's nothing wrong with, wanting to pursue computer science if that's what you're interested in, right? It's not necessarily about like being a stereotypical Asian or just um I guess doing what everyone else says. It's about really why you want to study it. And because you guys already, I'm assuming you guys are well versed in tech and like you know how to code and stuff, so it makes sense. I don't know how to code for my life, so yeah.
No, seriously, I took a class in coding for like a summer, and like at first I was really interested, and then after taking that class, I was like, I'm done. Like it's very frustrating. So, yeah, like that major. Good luck to you guys.
I guess for a bit of context, both me and Ryan are part of the robotics club, which is a very definitive coding club. So
Yeah, so how are the clubs at Indy? Like robotics, any other clubs you guys are in?
the best club at Indy is GGPP Studios. Please join.
I'm not
I-
sure about that statement, but
I have to disagree. However, me and Alex Lee are in a really good club called UNICEF. We enjoy it, or at least I enjoy it. Do you enjoy it, Alex?
of course I enjoy it. Yeah, our roles are the media directors. Which is interesting because it really orients with what we do in GGPP, and that's actually like kind of the starting point of how we started GGPP.
Do you guys feel like there's a divide between the service clubs on campus and like the dance clubs or the sports at Indy?
I'm not sure if there's a divide, but I can definitively say that GGPP has done a couple of events for Key and UNICEF, maybe because of Ethan and Alex's positions within UNICEF. So from our point of view, there doesn't seem to be a divide. But then again, I think there's definitely less interaction between sports and service clubs because there's not really any common events you could do.
Okay, but one thing I want to know is if distance learning at Indy is different from distance learning at.
Probably is. Like, I mean, not like, I think more like a per class basis than like school, because a lot of it does have to do with your teacher's like agenda and what they have planned. I know for me, like some classes, only the teacher has a camera on. That's it, and they're kind of content with that, I suppose. And other classes, the teacher says, "I want to see you in the last few minutes," and everyone turns on the cameras, and yeah.
Why did I just get flashbacks to the exact teachers you're talking about, Ethan?
Just yeah, yeah. I would say, in my experience, I think the APs and like the more difficult courses, they involve more students participating, like with the cameras and stuff. I don't know if it's out of fear for the class, or if it is because they are that inclined education wise, but I think more people turn on their cameras in the AP classes.
Yeah, so how does distant learning work at, like, is it just a similar class by class basis?
I mean, wait, do you guys also have an asynchronous day on Wednesday? Like a day where you just don't have any classes?
Yeah. I think it's like
okay.
district, like the schedule, right? Like
Yeah, okay.
odds on Monday and then Thursday, and then even on Tuesday and Friday.
I don't know if it's like different for everyone else, but I know for me at like during distance learning, it's kind of been crazy because some of the teachers, they're like kind of crazy about like forcing you to show your camera and stuff. And then if they ask you a question and then you're not quick enough to unmute, they'll like get really mad at you. Like I know for me, in one of my classes, there was a teacher who would like cuss someone out.
Is that
So,
really
yeah.
like consensus at? That's crazy.
Are they allowed to
Why
do
do I
that?
know who? Why do I know who you're talking about, Amy?
Me and Carolyn both have the same teacher that's like that.
Oh my god.
Is that like most of your guys' teacher at Piedmont? Like they actually care about
No, most
interaction?
of them are like understanding. Like if you don't turn on your cameras, it's kind of. But like some people, like they would like leave class, like or like they'll sleep or something, cause like they would have their cameras off, and then like the teacher would call on them and ask them a question, and they wouldn't respond, and then Like some of my teachers would kick the student out and mark them absent, and some just like let it slide, you know. Also,
I'm
like
not sure about my fellow independent students, but my schedule in particular has a lot of those I don't really care teachers. There's definitely been days where I've been asleep the entire day and no one noticed. Don't tell anyone.
That's very good for you. I wish my schedule was more like that. I mean, some classes I can do that, but not all. So
yeah, so you guys mentioned that you were taking AP classes earlier. Could you rank the AP classes you've taken from hardest to least hardest, or like least difficult?
Hardest is AP
Okay,
Lit.
wait.
The rest are on the same scale.
Period.
Okay, but what
Y'all
about like?
taking AP Lit? Dude, how is AP Lit over distance learning? Like, not really.
If can we like I mean, there's like difficult and like not difficult, but there's also like scary and not scary. Like, is that
So like objectively speaking, if you were to talk about like how hard it is and like also how scared you feel to be in that class, you know?
yeah. I mean, lit still has the same position, but like I was just making that point. Yeah.
Yeah, I think lit is the worst. I think everyone here can agree lit is the worst.
I have to read 3 books at the same time. It's been great, and I have to write journals on them. That's very fun.
Not me in English 4, already struggling to read 3 chapters for a book.
My teacher made us read Old English, like Anglo-Saxon kind of verse, like Beowulf and Canterbury Tales, all that stuff, and I don't know what's going on.
You know,
And
it's
sounds
good
so
that you
painful.
even read Old English. As soon as my teacher gave us like Shakespeare, quote unquote, modern English, I went immediately to Spark Notes and went immediately for the translation because there's no way I am going to read that. Like whatever, you know what? I can't even tell you what it means.
Except I sometimes if I have enough time, I'll go to Spark Notes. If I don't, then I'll just fail.
You guys hit senioritis?
Girl, I hit it. I hit
pretty much just
senioritis
procrastination.
like. I
hit
hit senioritis like freshman year, man.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
It's not senioritis.
Isn't procrastination pretty much just laziness?
Maybe,
No.
but isn't procrastination also like perfectionism? We had a post on that
yeah,
on Instagram.
no, literally, don't like it.
Guys,
no, literally, I feel like
come on, Helen. No.
I feel like I'm a perfectionist, but also like the worst procrastinator ever. So, like, dude, you see apps like they're due in less than a week, and I barely touched them. So, life swing.
No, that's good. I have not started at all.
Me neither. That's so good job.
Yeah, you guys too. That's
Wow.
What a coincidence. Wow.
Says the one who started on August.
Look, just because I started in August doesn't mean I made any like good progress. I swear I deleted all of my
Yeah, you
PIQs
sent us the deleted PIQ, bruh.
No, didn't I send you the finished one?
That was finished?
Oh wait. I don't
So I
even
can't
know
take
anymore.
Okay, never. Okay, sorry.
No, you can't take that one.
And I hear that like when you procrastinate, you get like better ideas or something. Like when you're yeah.
You're right. I
something
saw a
about,
TED
like,
talk on this.
Yeah, like your brain works better like late night or something like that.
That's arguable. Like I don't I mean I think a lot of it I mean, you know, the stress is a big factor because like it invokes fear sometimes, and when you have fear, you have a lot of adrenaline and motivation to complete a task. So there's that. But I think sometimes some people could be pushing it a little too much, and they're just looking for reasons to promote procrastination. I don't, but I'll still do it. So if that counts, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think like part of it is not that ideas flow better at late at night. I think it's just that people are more pressured to have to do it, so then they start actually actively thinking about it rather than like in the afternoon when they're like, I could do this later, or they'd get lazy and not try as hard.
Does anyone else get ideas in the shower? I think all of my
Yes.
PIQ ideas have come from showers, like every single one.
I don't think in the shower.
I think the shower is that's the best place where you can get ideas. Almost like I wouldn't say 100%, but like about 99% of good ideas
You're
come
right.
from thinking in the shower.
I've written like 8 essays. All 8 were from the shower.
Wait, but how? When I'm in the shower, I just like splash water. Gotta rinse off, you know.
Well, how long are your showers?
Like 5 minutes.
See,
That's too
that's the
short.
difference.
That's
How
too
do you
short.
shower
That's the
for
Gotta be
5
problem. That's
minutes?
the
How do you
problem.
shower
That
in
is the
5
problem.
minutes?
5
It
minutes.
takes the water
Oh.
in my house 5 minutes to warm up. What? Like,
No, okay. It is a shower thoughts are top tier. That's where I write song lyrics, and it's like the only place I can come up with ideas.
Yes.
But yeah,
period.
Okay, but 3 a.m. 3 a.m. Like just like I feel like 3 a.m. thoughts are also like really nice. too.
Shower or late night? I agree.
Ryan, like you should try like 30-minute to an hour showers. in
Wait,
my opinion.
isn't that just gonna cause a drought? Like,
Yeah.
you need to save all the water you can get, right?
You know,
Yeah.
instead of splish splash, you should just stand there and think about your life, and then ideas will come, guarantee.
That's what they all say.
Okay, guys, I'm doing a inquiry speech in class about procrastination. So let me tell you why we procrastinate. Most people think it's because of a time management problem or because you're lazy, but actually it's because of emotions. You procrastinate because of how a task makes you feel. So say for example, you have a math test tomorrow and you're procrastinating on studying. You're not procrastinating because you just don't have the time. You're procrastinating because you don't think you can do it, or you're dumb, or you just don't understand what the hell's going on, because I do that all the time. But that's why you procrastinate. It's because you're putting off a task that makes you feel bad. And it's not anything to do with you being like, unmotivated. It's just you need to understand like why that makes you feel that way and how you can readjust your mindset so that you can accomplish the task that you want to accomplish and not hold yourself back. Okay, TED Talk over.
I was literally about to say TED Talk
Thank
queen.
you. Thank you. That was amazing.
10
You
out
should
of
be
10.
invited to TEDx 2020.
Yes. They'll all cheer for Kelly Huang.
I don't know if it's like senioritis or it's just distance learning, but how do you guys stay motivated to do your work?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
yeah. I wish I had motivation.
So what brings you to do your work? If you do
Part
your
of
work?
it just has to be
That
with
is-
discipline, you just feel like you gotta get good grades. So
Yeah,
like
that's
even if I
fear.
don't do it in the afternoon, like late at night, I just like I have to finish it.
You know
Yeah, I
that
would
thing,
combine that with fear.
You know that thing where they say that if you get bad grades your senior year, the colleges are gonna reject their acceptance. Yeah, that's the only thing that gets me to my table.
Yeah, that is a good thing that could get me to the table, but no, I still don't do it.
But like also like I don't want to. It's not like I want to do a bad job, right? I just want to, even though I procrastinate, like I still want to do something good with it for the project.
Well, for me, what motivates me to do my work is when I see that it's due in 30 minutes.
Mood.
That's good. Sometimes, a lot of the time, it is after I see them missing. But yeah, 30 minutes is good too.
I think like especially for distance learning, it's like especially harder to like stay focused and motivated because like like while you're paying attention in class, it's like really easy to just like go on your phone and stuff.
I do that all the time.
I find it like the phone thing. I use my phone like even normal class, like before distance learning. But I think it's more of like assignments because I literally just watch the clock hit 11:59, and then I watch it turn the Google Classroom thing to turn missing, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll do it now on the phone.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
agree.
after, yeah.
But yeah, is it just me or like since distance learning has the workload been like heavier?
I feel like it's heavier.
Classes, yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to like push like because there's less days and there's less instruction time, so they try to push everything into like the normal schedule, which is very unfortunate.
See, I strategically took 5 classes, so I have one less class than the rest of you guys. So that means I don't have that
Two.
much workload.
I'm taking
No,
5.
I'm taking 5 classes and I'm still dying. So like,
Yeah.
Oh wait, what? What?
Yes, like it depends, I think a lot of that, but I cannot speak. I have 7.
Most of the time, I only have homework for one class, and I'm still dying.
wait. You're taking 7 classes in senior year?
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah, and I'm not doing good.
Okay. Just to be clear, I'm taking 4 APs, and that's kind of more than what our school recommends. But yeah, do you guys want to elaborate on why you think taking 7 classes was like the move, or like
Well, I did not know 4 was not recommended, but I can see why now. I think 7 classes, looking back, is not the move, especially if I knew I would be sitting at home in my room every day. That would definitely have probably prompted me to consider 5 or 6. However, I was like, I think we're still going to school, and I think it's still going to be normal. And then it was not normal, and now it's like this, and semester is ending in a few weeks, and it's over.
I can feel the sorrow from here.
Yeah, are any of y'all like worried about like this year's AP like exams? Because I am like I don't know. I feel like I'm learning less than I should. Like if everything was not distance learning. But yeah,
Yeah,
I'm absolutely screwed because I think well AP exams are probably like we're probably gonna take them in real life though, right? Because like I feel like
In
we have
real
like
life.
vaccines and stuff now. Yeah,
I
like
don't think it's gonna be
in
available. I think it's gonna be
I don't know
available for a
because
long
like
time. It still needs to be
that is
tested.
true, but I mean I don't know because like especially because I feel like in normal years we have like when we're seated in AP exams we're already like pretty far away from each other, so they might and also I don't know. It's like possible that it's probably
also
like
like
in person.
a bunch of people are trying to push for like schools to open, especially because like
Yeah.
vaccines are coming out too.
I think
So
it's almost for sure that the AP exams at the end of the year will be in person. Because, like, with all the people, as you said, calling for schools to open, I think we will have to take AP exams in person. That being said, because AP classes are online, I do think everyone will be underprepared. But hey, that means they have to curb it, right?
true.
Oh God, that's true. But yeah, I feel like I'm screwed because I feel like we're not learning, especially with AP Bio, because normal years we have like lots of labs and stuff, and this year we can't do any of that. And
Taking
all we
AP
do is
Bio.
like lectures.
AP
Yeah,
Bio was a mistake.
it
Yeah,
was, especially because my major
It
is
was.
bio, so I'm screwed. Like I have to get like a really good score in the AP exam.
I'm so
I
glad I took
screwed myself.
only one. I only took AP Bio sophomore. Like that was the only AP, and I was so glad. That was a good decision.
Are you guys
Wait, wait,
having
wait.
bio
Sophomore
for
year,
sophomore year?
Yeah,
they let
just
you?
one. Yeah, because our school is.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, I
our
don't think they do that
school.
now because
No,
they
no,
make you
they still
take.
do. They still do.
Oh, I thought you had to take chemistry now.
They let you do whatever the hell you want if you really want to.
They
Oh,
let you do
that's cool.
AP. What the heck? We can only do WAP sophomore
Yeah, we
year.
only have WAF for sophomore year.
Yeah, I
We don't
did
have
hear
Start
that
talking about the
from.
Cardi B type.
I did hear that.
Oh, not art. Oh my God.
Didn't you
We're
have
not-
Calc AB sophomore year, Alex?
Didn't you take Calc AB literally the next year, Ryan?
Yeah, but you did it sophomore year. See, you had math and that. I only have that.
Didn't Mihir do the same thing except he also added on like CS or something?
No, but here did like AP Chem that year as well.
Oh, yeah. Right.
I mean, I think you like the only AP classes you can take is usually like WAP and then also calc if like you're at that level.
Yeah, I don't know. In my experience with independence, they just let you do whatever you want. Like, there's no hard restriction. So freshman year, you can take like Hug, right? And then if you are at a level where you think you can succeed in, chem or bio or WAP or whatever, you can take it. It's just your own decision of whether you want to die or not.
I think for me, what like kind of changed up my sleep schedule was Calc AB because I took that last year and like I already didn't have a good relationship with the teacher. Well, then straight up, like I just, it was such a hard time that I took stats this year.
I can say kind of the same thing for my Calc AV experience last year. Our teacher was like she scares me.
I think I mean I had quite an interesting experience because I had the same me, Alex, and Ryan. Yeah, we had that same class, and the interesting thing about that class was homework was not due, or like I mean it was due, but it was not part of your grade. So like if you did not do it, most of the time that did not mean that much. Like I mean you didn't get the practice in, and you did not. Sometimes she'll call you up, and if you don't have it, then it's like, oh, she says you get embarrassed in front of everyone. However, most of the year I did not do any of that, and I got very lucky because the tests and that which were like almost that was like your grade pretty much. I was able to do partly because I think the information absorbs kind of better when you're not stressed too much about homework and stuff. And the other part is calculator is good to use. Yeah, but that's my experience. I know a lot of people, they don't like that because they don't do well on tests, but they do a lot of homework, and that is really unfortunate for them because that's not really fair. However, I thought it was good because I was able to do AP Chem work during calculus. Yeah.
Yeah, the teacher he's talking about was notorious for just like waiting for kids to answer, even if they just stood there in silence for a solid 10 minutes. And it was, I heard at one point, I heard that that teacher made someone cry, and I asked her about it, and she was like, "What are you talking about? I never made anyone cry."
I mean,
She
yeah,
she just make
I feel like the math departments are always like kind of scary. I feel like at our school too, like the math department's kind of scary. So yeah.
Yeah, it's always the math teacher.
Do you guys actually have any tips for like underclassmen who might be listening to this and thinking, wow, what classes should I be taking? What should I be doing in my junior, sophomore, freshman year?
There are different APs, I would say. Like you have to look through the list. There are like some that are like very focused on notes and like bio that is heavily focused, and psychology. I know those two. Those would be heavily focused on notes. How
Disclaimer.
I mean, everyone always says about like pretty much what interests you, like try to pursue that. And like sometimes you take a course and you realize, oh, it's not for you. It's probably not going to be for you. But it's up to you really to decide if you want to drop out or like leave or stay and pay for your exam so you're stuck in that class now for the rest of your senior year. Um,
I think the only regret I had in terms of signing up for AP classes was that I like didn't believe in myself. I think in sophomore year I could have taken like an extra AP, but I decided not to because I really thought that I was gonna die. But you know, you'd be surprised. Maybe you can adapt. But um, yeah, just you know, don't sell yourself short, I guess I would say.
yeah.
That's funny because for me, I would say my philosophy is the opposite. Because after
Oh
sophomore year,
God.
I took WAP and then I died. But then I also took 7 classes that year, so I died even more. So I would say only do what you can handle, and
I
don't
take everything
overestimate
back.
anything. Yeah.
I think everyone's experience is like different. Like I also took WAP and 7 classes, but I feel like that year was like so easy for me. And I think it's just like depends on like the person and like which classes you do end up getting. And I think it's better to experiment earlier, like for your freshman and sophomore years, so that you're not stuck with like classes that you don't like your junior and senior year, because it those classes just I feel like they have a bigger impact on your I guess like your college application, and so that you kind of like your junior and senior year, then you kind of know like what you want to do and you can pursue those so that you have a better what the hell
Experience.
Mm,
Like,
yeah, well, experience, and also just like college, like you know what you're going after instead of
uh,
like kind of being in the limbo. Like right now, like I still like I don't know, I feel like I didn't do enough. Like even though like I don't think I should have taken more AP classes because low-key AP classes are dumb, but maybe I should have taken more like dual enrollment at like college, like community colleges and stuff.
yeah, I think yeah, that's a big thing. I mean, like when I was a freshman, I was thinking like I'm not gonna do that much in school. Like I mean, like I'm still doing good, but like it's just I'm not gonna join any clubs. I'm not gonna do any of that stuff. Because I'm like, oh, I have a lot of time, and it's like, why now? But looking back, just thinking how much fun it would be if, like, as a freshman, you just apply as president to a random club, like Key Club, like which is one of the biggest clubs. It's like you can't do that anymore. Like that would have been really fun to do, and just doing random stuff because you're not really limited. Looking back, I would have done a lot more, and probably just for fun applied to be a president of Key Club maybe. I think that would have been fun.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like for freshmen, I think you should take advantage of all the free time that you get that year to just really find what you're interested in. For like clubs, just like join a bunch of clubs, and then like if you're not interested in it, you can always just pull out. There's like you got nothing to lose. I feel like a lot of people, or at least a lot of the freshmen at our school at the time, like didn't like I don't know, they didn't take full advantage of the free time that they have, me included. So yeah, yeah,
I also,
100%.
yeah, you could. Are you gonna add?
Yeah, I was gonna add on and say that like I think freshman year you come in and you're like really shy and you're like, oh my god, like high school is like this big thing, like I don't know where to start, and you just feel like you limit yourself to these opportunities because you feel like you're just a freshman so you can't do it, but you should be going after them because freshman year, like literally nobody cares about you yet. You got to like work your way up there and you got to like make a name for yourself, you know. And I feel like with our podcast, I wish I had started this earlier because we could have experienced so much more memories together. Do you guys ever just feel that with like GGPP?
Definitely, yeah. I think we started it very late. I don't know. I also like, I don't know if it's limited to me, but like a lot of people, myself included, I didn't really care about school events and like any of that stuff. So like I wouldn't do any of that, like dances and like all the weird events. And then I became ASB historian because it was just fun. Like I just, they said they needed one and I just applied for fun and I got in miraculously. Like looking back, I don't know how I got in, but I did. And then now that I know about all these events, I'm like, and all the effort that goes in behind it, I'm like, why didn't I do any of this earlier? Like I could have had so much fun and like done so much. And I had like 3 years ahead of me, but now I'm like nearing the end. And even though I am doing a lot, it would have been cooler if I started earlier and then maybe work my way up. And it's like, I just think a lot you could do early on, and don't like be discouraged because everyone else is doing something like going to school events and BOTC and stuff like that. Like just give it a shot and like maybe you'll have fun and enjoy
Yeah.
that.
To add on, you don't really even have to look at it like you're doing like an extracurricular or a club, quote unquote, because I feel like those things are usually associated with school. I mean, GGPP started off as a meme for us to go perform with Twice Club at UNICEF and key benefit shows for whatever random reason. And we like performed with 30 minutes of practice. So we were kind of just doing it for fun. And I guess now we're here.
We literally took up members on like the day we had to perform. We're like, hey, you want to join? It'll be fun.
Yeah, we saw like a random guy walking on the street and we were like, hey, you want to join our performance in like 30 minutes? Here, start practicing with us. Handed
We'd
him
give them like a
instrument.
rubber chicken and they'd like parade around the stage or something. We'd mess around a lot and it'd be a lot of fun, even if it was bad in professional terms.
I feel like I definitely should have like attended more like school performances and stuff, you know, because like especially with the pandemic now, we don't really have like senior activities anymore. So I feel like I should have gone to like the dances and stuff, because then yeah, I feel like now I'm missing out on a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, especially this year because of like we're in quarantine, and also like homecoming. I know homecoming is kind of stupid, which is why I didn't want to go. But I was like, oh, I'll go like senior year then, like this like the one final thing, and then like oh boom, we're in quarantine, so I can't really do anything. And I don't think like we were gonna have like many events at all anymore because of like the pandemic. So it's just kind of it sucks. I regret a lot like just not doing as much, and I wish I had done more, but it is what it is.
So yeah.
How do you guys feel about being at home for the senior year? Does it even feel like school? Because I think for me, it doesn't even feel like I'm in school. It just kind of feels like I wake up every so often, and I do work, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like I wake up, but not the work part. I just wake up.
Yeah,
I wake
that's
up
what
and
that's
sleep.
why I feel like I'm not doing as much work. And like even with like college apps and stuff, I'm like, why I'm not working on them. I feel like if this was a normal year, I probably would be doing it doesn't feel like senior year because I feel like normally in normal years it's like, oh yeah, okay. Like we have all these activities and like all this stuff, like getting ready for college, I guess. But this year it's like we don't have anything. Like we're just like staring at like a bunch of different like boxes on our screens and it's like we turn in assignments but they're like dumb and like I don't know. I feel like it's just this is learning, especially I feel like a senior year is like the worst.
Yeah, definitely. I feel a lot less inclined to do the things I would usually do if I were to attend school physically.
What do you guys do when you're not doing your work?
Oh yeah, that's the thing too. Like since I'm an online school, right? I have to take a break from the computer so I don't ruin my eyes even more than I already do. But then like almost all my hobbies or things I like to do in my free time is on the computer. So like after that break, I'll go back on the computer and waste more time. And yeah, I don't do anything. I just watch YouTube.
I mean, this is not. I mean, if we're talking about like advice for like underclassmen, I would advise maybe not just to get involved in extracurriculars, but if like you want to save up some money for college, you should think about like picking up like a part-time job. It's a really good way to like get work experience, and then also just save up some money. And personally, I feel like when I go to work, it's a good break from like Ryan said, you know, like staring at a screen too much. Because like for me, I have dry eyes, so it's like you already know, like like it hurts to watch to look at a screen too much. Like it brings me literal pain. So whenever I go to work, it's a good break, and it's a good way to like move around since I'm sitting in class all day.
Do you guys have any jobs? Are y'all working right now?
Yeah, like full-time GGPP creator.
Yes.
Yeah, we're full-time paid GGPP employees.
I don't get paid though.
Yeah, no, I'm not giving you guys paychecks.
I put all my money into the 401k.
You get paid $0 an hour.
Okay, now seriousness, I don't have a job. I don't know if anyone else has one. I mean, I used to have a job, but not now.
I should have taken an internship, and I didn't, so I did not have a job.
Yeah, like I wanted to try to like take up an internship or something like over the summer, but then COVID happened, and it is sad because I don't know why my parents don't want me to take up an internship at a hospital at that time. I don't know why.
Well, I took an internship over the COVID summer, but it was basically just me going to a company and getting scanned every day if I was sick or not, and just doing whatever it is they wanted me to do. But yeah.
Yeah, I had an internship too over the summer, but it was just like phone banking and reviewing reports. I'd say if you're looking for like a job, don't just like send out your resume and like hope for the best, because a lot of them don't even look at it. It's a lot more efficient if you like actually know people who work there and like you network with them. You ask them, hey, I'm interested in getting experience with this. Can I ask you like for an internship? Because if you just search up like internship at Google, they'll give you like a lot of random stuff that like doesn't even fit what you're looking for. But yeah, it's really important that you make connections with like the right people.
Oh, I'd also say if you're looking for a job, it's way better if you go in person and then like inquire if they're hiring, because like I know for me over the summer I made at least 20 online applications for jobs, and none of them got back to me. But when I went in person and I asked if anyone was hiring, that's when I started getting like calls back to come in and interview. So yeah.
Oh yeah,
There's oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that reminds me a lot of a tip from the 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens by Sean Covey. He said how oh my god.
I spy another 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens book in the audience.
Oh my. Yeah, but I was just saying my leadership teacher said one of his students was like applying to a place, and then they didn't reply back to him, and then he was just like, why don't you just call them? And then he called them, and then he got the job. So like, you know, you take action and you like be proactive and not reactive. Thank you.
That was really good advice, like that last sentence. Anyway.
Okay, so since we're on Thanksgiving break, let's just each go around and name something we are thankful for. I will start. I didn't really think of it ahead of time, so I'm just gonna make it up on the spot. But I guess I'm thankful for, first of all, my health, because of how COVID is, like all the cases are skyrocketing, and I'm thankful for that. None of my family has gotten COVID, and that all my friends are also safe and healthy. I'm thankful for the Voice of Culture team, because I think what we're doing is like a really good thing, and I'm just like happy with what we're doing. And yeah, I'm just like, compared to like just everyone else in the world, I think I'm at like a better place than like most people, especially with like the pandemic, and we're just like all like really fortunate.
Mine isn't that profound, but for me personally, I think that I'm grateful to be able to wake up every single day and keep on living, because like even though times get rough and like there are a lot of obstacles in life, I think that it's important to overcome adversity and then just take on life and then become a better person every day. So yeah, I'm just grateful to keep on living.
I guess I'm really thankful for nature, because sometimes when I feel stressed or nervous or just I don't feel like I'm in a good mood, I'll go outside and take a walk and kind of observe the world around me and kind of look at how my life has been so far over the past like 17 and a half years and just think about like why I'm so thankful to be on this planet.
I mean, there's a lot of things in life to be grateful for, I would say. But yeah, specifically at this time, I think health and safety, that's a main priority, especially, the whole COVID thing happening. But yeah, I'm also grateful for all the teachers, like all the work that they do. Like they work harder than me, definitely. But yeah, they are keeping it going, even from home or yeah, like online. It's very difficult, but everyone's trying to do their best, and I'm very grateful for that. Also grateful for my parents because they don't push too much on me. Like they know it's a very difficult time, so just very grateful that they are understanding and they aren't too like
They aren't too pressuring.
yeah, pressuring. That's a good one. Thank you. That's-
I think I'm thankful for all the like side or maybe not side conversations, but conversations I get to have like outside of school, because especially in a time where we're all like, stuck at home, like conversations like we have on this podcast, for example, are very enjoyable because, they let you just have a connection outside of school where everyone's cameras are turned off and there's not really much conversation between other people. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm thankful for for my friends and family to be like COVID free and like healthy. I'm also really thankful for like the workers that have been like, like doctors and stuff that have been like to help like the COVID patients and stuff. I know that they have like really hard work and must be like they must be like really busy and stuff.
Well, yeah, like everybody else said, I'm really thankful for my friends and family for helping me stay active during this COVID-19 season. I'm also thankful for Hololive and Niji Sanji. They are my source of entertainment and they make me very happy. And yeah, like GGPP, they gave me a lot of high school memories that people talk about. I didn't think I'd make any because I didn't really attend those high school events. So yeah, all the people around me. Thank you.
All right, that wraps up our conversation with GGPP Studios.
Thank you so much again for talking with us. We really enjoyed having you guys as a guest. We'll link all their socials and other works in the description box below, including their debut album, Okay. If you're interested in what we do and want to have a better understanding of what we're about, please check out all our socials. All ads are at Voice to Culture.
If you like this episode, please give us a review or like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to be notified every time we upload a video.
We'll be back soon with another episode. Good luck on your college apps, and please stay safe and healthy, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Say goodbye.
Say bye with us. Okay,
Bye.
wait.